Hey, people, where have you been? Or more importantly, where have we been? But that doesn't matter. We just were off for a few weeks, and we are back. And we're back with all boys episode for me, Bender, and Tom the Silver Badger. We go a little bit long, but that's okay because we haven't seen each other in forever. And we just wanted to catch up. Speaking of catching up, last night, I just wanted to tell you guys, I went and saw Foo Fighters again. Probably the third time I think the wife and I have seen them together, the flop. And last night was probably a close second on the best show I've seen of them. They are amazing. You got to go. He's the last real great rock star, just a good rock star, and it was just a great show. So if you get a chance to see the Foo Fighters fight their foo on stage, do it, man. It's awesome. That was at Enterprise. Also, I don't think we've talked since I came back from CaveCon, which big shout out to Josh Roberts for putting on a very good show. Lots of good guests, Ming Chen, Brian Johnson, name a couple. And just an entertaining, perfect size. He's got room to grow because the venue's big enough, and I felt like he had enough people there. So it'll be a good time. I can't wait to see where this goes in the future. Speaking of in the future, how about November 24th? That's a Saturday. That would be when Shane Presley, our brother at Rock Paper Podcast, is putting on Riffs for Gifts, which will feature Outrun the Fall, The Poor, Steeples, I think it's Steeples, Monk and the People, The Matching Shoe, and Silent Hollow. That'll be a 6:30 start time with a $10 ticket or $5 with a toy donation. $2 surcharge for being a minor, and this will benefit Toys for Tots St. Louis area. So check that out. That is Riffs for Gifts, and I will link the page to that, so that's pretty awesome. And, always check out the Beer Sauce Shop at 318 Mid-Riverswald Drive. That's our buddies over there. They've got a lot of stuff cooking. We got to get back up there to them. I always say that, and we never do. But you know what? It's getting cold. When it gets cold, I get more free time, so that's going to happen at some point. I think that's all I have to say. I can't stress enough, again, how great the Foo Fighter concert was. Just 3 hours with no break, man, of a rock show. They do a good job. And I can't stress enough how great CaveCon and the Beer Sauce Shop are. Those things are awesome, too. And how Shane Presley, you know what? There's a lot of great things, including this episode's return. So, like I said, this is episode 149. That would be me, Bender, and the Badger. And it's coming up right now when this bomb goes off. Hey, we are back, and then I have ... finally, because it has been a while.
Yes.
And, I'm not going to get into why we've been on the long layoff, but we've just been on a long layoff.
Children.
And we're not going to be on a long layoff going forward anymore, in theory. Not to say that it wouldn't happen, but now that summer and school and fall and everything is kind of almost over, thank God I got free time again.
It feels good.
Yeah, you don't.
Nope.
You got two kids, and one of them does a little kick around soccer, and that's it.
I don't have any free time either.
You don't have 2-3 games a weekend, and it's
good.
a pain in the butt. So without going into any details, we'll just jump in to not jump in, but we'll at least give everyone but the missing person a chance to catch up on where they have been the last 3, 4, 5. It seems like a year. Bender,
It does.
What have you been up to?
Raising a baby. The kid's 7 weeks old.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Last time she
He's
can
getting
crawl
pretty
now.
fat.
That's how long it's been since we've been on the episode.
He's pretty chubby, so
Yeah.
he's cool. I like him. I got to say, right now, favorite kid.
Wow.
Little resistance from him. He just shits, and you can handle that.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You poop your own pants when you're drunk, so you're used to it.
Yeah, well, every once in a while. But, no, he's definitely my favorite kid right now, and we're having a good time. The wife is okay still.
How's she?
She's still crazy.
I was going to say, she came off from that very rough pregnancy and lightened up a little.
No.
Okay.
No. We're right into the insane pregnant woman hormones.
Postpartum hormones? Yeah, that's a rough.
Man.
What about you, Thomas?
Besides raising 2 children of my own, went to the home opener for those St. Louis Blues.
The home massacre?
It was rough. Only the second time I've ever left a
If
game.
it were an animal, it'd be a dog because it was rough.
Bum, bum.
Yeah.
Ching. Nothing to report. Took my kid, though, so the first time Dad and son went to a game, just the two of us.
That's fun.
Just the two of us.
Did
watching
you,
those Blues heroes get their ass kicked.
I don't
Did
think
you
that's how
shed a
the
tear?
song goes.
I mean, I feel like that's going to be
The only time I shed a tear was when I hoofed it all the way up to row R, holding John because he wouldn't walk up the stairs himself.
You tweeted about that.
Oh
yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I thought I was
I was
gassed.
exhausted, but I had enough time to tweet.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Yeah.
so glad my buddy Patrick, who's a St. Louis police officer, was there because I was about to keel over at one point, and I thought, what if I die? What if I drop dead right now, have a heart attack? Oh, at least Patrick's here. He'll make sure John gets home.
Yeah.
So, and I digress a little bit. We did something wrong. See, that's how long it's been since we've been on an episode. So to my left, Cattywampus, who is missing, is the flop. She is with our daughter who is attempting to make club volleyball, and she's going to all these open gyms. Directly across from me, that voice you would hear would be Bender. No gimmicks needed still. And then that means to my Cattywampus right would be Tom.
What's up, party people?
There, now we're back. Now we're back.
Forgot to mention, I also got a vasectomy.
When did that happen?
I don't know, 3 weeks ago?
How'd that go?
It went pretty good.
I feel like he just buried the lead on the beginning of this
I did.
episode.
So do
now.
you
I forgot. It's been so long. I'm like the stitches are almost out.
And did you have some pain?
It was the worst thing I've ever done.
Yeah. So everyone that says they're not that bad, they're liars.
No. It would have been fine. Like, I did not have any residual pain afterwards, really. Like, a little soreness. But I was talking to the lady which, by the way, is it, like, was your nurse hot?
Smoking hot, and she had to hold my penis out of the way.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
And it's not your best show.
No, it is not.
It's like
She literally goes in and goes, take your pants off, you can keep your socks and shoes on, and your shirt. I'm like, so this is weird. She goes, here's a paper towel, basically, to cover yourself up. And then she takes that off the moment she gets in.
no, yeah, they got to do that. I mean, they actually got to get in there.
It's fucking weird.
Did she make a nice facial expression when she saw it? She's like, ooh.
Nope. I asked her, though, how
it's
many
like
dicks you see a week? She said 200.
It's like the second show on a Wednesday after you've been on the road for 50 days for a play. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just not your best outing.
Yeah, no. And then, like, so they give you the medicine. She goes, did you get your Valium? And I go, what are you talking about? She goes, we called you in a Valium. I'm like, I didn't get the call. I got the call 1 hour after I left.
I didn't.
The Valium was in.
I didn't have anything going into it.
But they numbed me, which is fine, and it would have been fine. But they don't wait for the numbing agent to go in. So the only way I can describe it is the right side, which they started on, felt like they were trying to suck my testicle through a McDonald's straw.
What do you mean they started on the right side? They
went in and they do the right side vas deferens or whatever, and then they do the left.
and
At
burn
least
the
that's the
ends.
way this guy did.
They burned the ends.
Yeah, because I was in a lot of pain. Told him to fuck off a couple times because I was hurting.
Oh,
And I go, why is only the right side hurt? He goes, because I've only done the right side. I go, you got to do the other side?
That was a completely. It's weird how people's vasectomies are like fingerprints. Everyone's your identity.
Yeah.
See, I was in more pain after.
No,
Because
it hurt the whole time.
I did not take any medicine, like any painkillers after.
They gave me some like high-end ibuprofen.
Well, they called it into my pharmacy, and they didn't bother calling me for 4 days, 5 days after when I was feeling good again. And if I didn't have peas on my nuts, it was. And like I said before, I went Christmas shopping as soon as we came out of there.
Oh, that's a terrible mistake.
Yeah, but I felt fine.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then 2 hours went by, and I started breaking out in a cold sweat.
Well, they give you a shot in your nuts. That's why you feel fine.
Yeah.
I'm never doing this.
Yeah.
It wasn't that
Go
bad.
get it done.
It was
yeah,
totally
it's
worth
okay.
it.
It's
I'd
a
rather
walk
have
in
a
the
third
park.
kid.
It's a walk in the park.
No, and then so after that though, the upside is I got to play Spider-Man all weekend.
Oh, and that's a good game.
I bought that, and it's a fucking blast.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
on this. I want to go back to what we put a pin in a while ago when I digressed a little. And I just want to talk about about dying of a heart attack, your fear of dying of a heart attack going up these stairs.
No, it's no fear. That will happen one day.
You also ran a 5K in our intro.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So
Wait, did you really throw up after
yeah.
the 5K?
Oh, wow. What was your time?
Dude.
33:06, something like that.
And vomit.
That's not terrible.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah, considering the fact. So Kelly took the first mile and she ran with the boys, and then I'm like, all right, I'll do mile 2, and then at mile 3 for the last whatever you take over. She's like, okay, no problem. So I get to mile 2, I look around, she's nowhere to be found.
Like she
So I'm like trying
gone?
to-
Like
she was
running
just-
or behind?
She was just way behind me.
Oh.
So not way behind me. I think she ended up 20 seconds behind me, but I'm like trying to slow down, wait for her to catch up. I'm like, well, I guess she's not coming. So it ended at the top of the Muni, where the parking lot is up there. So it was a big hill to end it.
Did you do the Rocky? Dun, 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 dun,
I was so gassed. And so then I crossed the finish line. This guy comes up to me and goes, dude, you should get 3 medals, man. He gives me a high five. I go,
That's fucking
I
awesome.
started getting the spins. I'm like, I gotta find some shade.
I just question your.
It was hot.
I just question your choosing to run a marathon when knowing the stairs at the Blues.
This isn't a marathon.
I mean, a 5K. Sorry,
Come on.
Miniature marathon. For choosing to run 3.2 miles when the steps almost took you out, when you were worried about a heart attack from the steps.
Yeah, but I was also carrying a 40-pound child up those 8
Everybody
flights of stairs.
Steps are harder than.
Right. Where was the
Hills.
marathon at, or the 5K at?
So it was a Blues 5K. It was at the Forest Park.
Okay, I ran 5Ks only at Forest Park
Yeah.
ever. So
That was a
We did that zombie run that one time.
that wasn't a 5K. That was an obstacle course.
It was still a
5K
5K.
obstacle course. So
Still
And,
5K.
you can't build those things in Forest Park.
they had Louie out, the Blues mascot, and the Blues ice
And
girls.
he lapped him.
Yeah.
He laughed at me.
Twice.
He was laughing at me as I was spread eagle on the ground, panting. But man, some of those St. Louis Blues ice girls, woo, they got some nice dumpers.
Yeah. I got
Turd
the picture.
cutters. Is that, I don't think
He sent us a picture. He's
Oh, I
like,
didn't see it.
not you. He sent it to the other group that I'm in with him. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
The vendor called me a
excluded.
pervert.
I'm
I go, where are you
excluded from
perving
that
out
group.
at this morning?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, you're definitely a pervert.
With your kids and your wife.
Well, they weren't paying attention. They were doing the
Well, of course they weren't paying attention. I don't think she.
So we're on our way to Jeremiah's soccer game. And I'm like, hey, text the coach. But your text was still up. And Richard goes, the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Valid. That's valid.
Fair point. Fair point.
All right. Well, that's good. I'm glad you lived. I'm glad
I
we're
love
all.
to tell the tale.
I'm glad we're all back in the studio without the flop, like I said. But she'll be back eventually.
Taking his clothes off here.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, there's no air conditioning.
What's up there, Johnny 4-pack?
Wow.
God, I'm getting fat.
What
Oh, God.
You
Yeah,
are
never
hot. You've turned to shade.
Yeah.
There's visible sweat on your forehead.
Right on
Dying in here.
right
He
on my
forgot
face
how
is
to
that
do
back
this
there.
so bad that he's panicking.
Yeah.
This is an anxiety attack over
Yeah.
the podcast.
I felt like I was dying in that sweater.
Hey, speaking of what we're going to talk about today, this kind of whole thing, and you saw this thread originated from my my buddy, one-time guest on the show when it came to the Royal Rumble episode. Or was that WrestleMania? Whatever it was long as
was
shit.
wrestling.
It was WrestleMania, I think. Anyway, Ross Albright, he put unpopular opinions, and I'll start. Metallica is crap. Well, he had a super long thread about this, to which I chimed in on too, and I voiced that I think that Black Panther's overrated. And it got me thinking, man, I bet we could get into good arguments on a episode about unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Mainly because if there's one episode that's in the wheelhouse of the Silver Badger, it's unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
He has told us throughout history of this show that the Mighty Ducks is stupid, that sushi is overrated, that what else have you hated on? You've done a good job hating.
You know, it's bad because I was hoping to get like at least one positive, like not a popular opinion. They're mostly negative.
Yeah, and they're going to be extreme, I'm sure. Way more extreme than ours.
Yeah. I got one that I think
Yeah, definitely.
I think I got one that's gonna like raise some hairs. I think.
Well, let me give some examples. Some things also that we're not going to talk about. We're not going to get into politics on it. Although I will say this: probably the two most popular / unpopular opinions in the world right now is Trump's a great president or Trump's a shitty president, and of course, Last Jedi was good or Last Jedi was shitty. Those are the most polarizing.
And also what happened at a high school party 35 years ago.
Oh, that was that more in recent times. Yeah, that's and so so we're gonna throw that out of the way, and we're just gonna jump into what our unpopular opinions are. So, Bender, I would always let acquiesce to the lady and let her go first. But since the official lady's not here, we'll go to our unofficial female,
Our prettiest.
yeah, the prettiest person on the show right now.
We'll start with a light one. I say Thanksgiving is the best holiday.
I could see why you would say that. Is that an unpopular opinion? Most people would say Christmas.
No.
And Halloween. I don't hear a lot of things. Well, no, Thanksgiving's pretty solid.
Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas are the top three. I think Thanksgiving is better the older you get.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah, not because the
Chandler
actual
Bing over here?
Are those three is your least favorite?
yeah,
What would be
period.
third?
But here's why: because when it comes to the holidays and family time, or like my immediate family,
Yeah.
I'm selfish. I like to kick it with my family. I love Christmas because we do have these traditions.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is three different places all like a 7-hour round drive trip in 3 days, and that drives me insane.
That's why I like Thanksgiving, because we outed all of that and said this holiday really doesn't matter that much. We do 2. That's it. We do a little bit with her dad, and then my family, and then we're done.
But mine aren't close. Ours aren't close, and that's the problem. And I always get, I'm like, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
No, everything about Thanksgiving is great. There's like way too much food.
The actual day is awesome.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
You
I don't even dress up anymore.
What do you do? What's a Catholic? I know you're Catholic.
It's not a religious holiday, Jeremy.
No. But Catholic families tend to get together better than normal families.
I like it more and more each year. I used to hate it because I guess this is technically an unpopular opinion. Thanksgiving food sucks.
Oh, now
see, that's the other thing. Thanksgiving food is amazing.
The best.
Stuffing.
Mashed potatoes.
But this all goes
gravy on everything.
Settle down.
Well, you started this.
But it all ties into the older I get, the more the food I've come to appreciate. Like stuffing. I didn't like stuffing when I was a kid. I get
that. My kids are like...
now people smoke turkeys and shit. That's fantastic.
My kids are like, give me a couple pieces of turkey and a dinner roll, and I do repeat. Nothing else.
Yeah, that's what I was like
as
an
adult, though, I don't even know if I can differentiate with the food. It's so piled on my plate.
Yeah, and it's all mixed together, and then you throw gravy on top of it, and it tastes amazing.
And might I add, Tom, that it means Friends Thanksgiving at the Bender household.
Yeah, it's a good time. But
that's not the reason.
Stuffing,
it's a little bit of the
turkey,
reason
mashed
for
potatoes. That's about it, right?
Yeah.
Nothing else is good. Sweet potatoes can suck my dick. Cranberries are terrible.
Sweet potato
I don't
yam
like.
thing?
I don't like candy yams.
I've never eaten yams in my life. Like in that like weird liquidy setting with the marshmallows on top. That can go fuck itself.
There's a No Sleep podcast, which is a podcast of horror stories, and they do them like play style. The host of that was on another podcast I listened to, and he wrote one for his episode because he's Canadian, and the host of the podcast I like was making fun of him, but he loves him.
Yeah.
And so he wrote one, and it was on Canadian Thanksgiving, and one of the lines was, "Do you have any yams?" And he goes, "No, because only Americans would add tons of sugar to a vegetable."
That's true.
That is true.
What do you eat at Canadian Thanksgiving?
I don't know. Oh,
Halibut.
it was a
Halibut.
It was a funny. It was a funny, scary story.
Yeah.
So it was
everything's the same except you get poutine.
Yeah,
no poutine
true.
on. There actually was something. There is a traditional.
They really do like the gravy up there too. So I feel like most of it would be transitional.
All right, well, give me one, Tom.
Okay, we're going to mine now.
Yeah.
All right. I come right out of the gate.
He does.
Nirvana sucks.
Wow,
they're not good.
Ooh.
Wow.
They're the most overrated band in history.
Well, first overrated band
How
in
can
history.
they be overrated when the guy died in his prime? If you were going to give me that argument on Sublime, I'd say okay.
And by the way, Oasis is overrated. Nirvana fucking rocks.
Nirvana
Oasis,
is
maybe. The Oasis might be
Oasis
rated.
isn't overrated.
They're
I
either.
rated.
hate Oasis
Yeah, I know. Why? I don't understand why.
because they suck.
Wonderwall's a good song.
Read the
Wonderwall.
lyrics.
Semisonic.
Champagne Supernova and the Sky, all made up stuff. There's only one band in
doesn't
all
matter.
history that makes up more than them.
Yeah, It Smells Like Teen Spirit is like the fantastic song of
Read
the
the
90s.
lyrics though; they actually tell you a story. Whereas only Red Hot Chili Peppers, who I like, are worse than Oasis at just making stuff that rhymes.
No, I find Nirvana to be like the Harvey Dent said. You can either die a hero or live to see yourself as a villain. I think the Red Hot Chili Peppers have been around too fucking long.
And see yourself as the
And nothing I don't really care about anymore. But
His Batman impressions are awful.
That's not bad.
It's
I've heard
Batman
worse.
or
I've heard
Bane. Bane, don't even get him started.
Bane's okay.
Just awful. Just awful.
I'm going to disagree with you on that.
Unpopular
That's
opinion.
your unpopular
Oh,
opinion.
God.
I think it's okay.
You know what? Maybe what bothers me about him is how much he loves them.
Well, the thing is,
in your mouth, Kurt.
it's not even that he sounds like Batman. It's like, have you ever seen those like that YouTube video, like
Batman,
the Bat Dad?
Bat Dad.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about? It just reminds me of that.
That is
Like,
who he is.
I can see him doing that,
pretty
and
much,
Kelly
yeah.
being like,
So-
"I'm gonna divorce you."
But here's the other thing I'll say about your opinion is that you don't like 90s music that much, comparative to the 80s and stuff.
Correct, but Pearl Jam's a much better band than Nirvana.
I don't
So,
know.
I think it's two different genres.
Well, they're
It's
both.
Seattle grunge.
Well, okay,
it's
Nirvana was
different.
punk, and everybody put them as grunge because there was no other way to get them on the radio as punk. They wouldn't market punk.
I don't know. Pearl Jam,
Pearl Jam
Nirvana.
Pearl Jam is very good too, but they're good for the same reason to me that Led Zeppelin and AC/DC are both great.
Yeah.
And they're not the same band. And I love both Pearl Jam and Nirvana, but I think, as much as I love Pearl Jam and the body of work, and they've stood the test of time, Smells Like Teen Spirit is a much better album than 10, and 10 was an amazing album.
Yeah.
Well, it's called Nevermind.
Nevermind. Yeah, Nevermind.
Nevermind. Nirvana stinks.
Yeah.
Jeremy, why don't you take us of yours?
My first one, it's got to do with a massive part of our podcast, and that is drinking beer. Sommeliers and cicerones. It's my opinion that they're all full of shit. I think anybody that sits and tells you how much florals and how much caramels and stuff and whiskeys and beers and all that, they're all bullshit.
They are.
It's just shit.
Yeah.
I think I'll give it a little bit of a nod to sommeliers because some of those guys are so fucking good they can tell you where the grape was grown that they're drinking from. But I think that because I've seen guys, and there's some good friends of the show that we've had have tasted whiskey in front of me, and guys that are have been on the show, and they're like, man, you get all those caramels and stuff, and I look at the back of the thing, I'm like, there's no fucking caramels in this.
Yeah.
It doesn't come from caramels. It's not florals. There's no florals in this. It's fucking whiskey. I
read an article a couple years
douchey.
ago that the wine connoisseurs that could smell everything, they're all full of shit.
Yeah,
like, it was
maybe it
scientifically
is.
proven that they are full of shit. They don't know
Hazy
anything.
little thing.
And the beer guys, I think, do a little bit more.
He says a doo-doo.
Doo-doo. You snorted.
You know what's
dumbass.
not overrated? Poop jokes.
Yeah. We'll agree to disagree. I'll take.
What?
Give me one of those.
What?
Nah,
You think
give me one of those forehands that you brought.
You think poo humor's overrated?
No. I love it.
What? I thought this was going to be the
thought we were
fundamental
just gonna
difference.
fight for funds.
I thought this was going to be the fundamental difference that ruins
No,
the show.
I have a 4-year-old daughter. Everything's funny.
Yeah, so
Poop is always funny.
But yeah, the sommelier stuff, and I love people that are truly fans
You know what
of
it is? It's just your ability to bullshit out your ass confidently.
The more you explain to me what flavor profile is, the less I believe you.
But the more you look at somebody like with a serious face, it just the smugger you look about it, like he probably knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, that guy.
He eventually would fucking
Look
crack.
at that guy. He can't laugh. He's got to know.
Yeah, he's not cracking.
Give me another one, Bender.
I should have wrote mine down. All right.
He never writes down. He always
I just
phones
put it
it.
in my phone. We'll go another light one. Pepsi's better than Coke.
I thought about that too. I agreed. It's not a hot take though.
I don't think it's
Like a lot better. Like a lot better.
I think the masses probably go with Coke. I think sales dictate
it's like
that.
7-1.
But I've flip-flopped.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I flip-flopped on throughout the years. I started as a Coke guy, sitting in my grandparents' downstairs, which was my room essentially for entertainment TV.
Yeah.
I would get
Whacking it.
I'd get tangy Lay's and nacho cheese dip for whatever reason. I love the combo, and a Coke, and it was my favorite thing. And then I got to high school, and those sugar things like Spice Drops.
Yeah.
And Pepsi was like my favorite combination.
Yeah, like I used to put Red Hots in my Pepsi.
Oh.
And I was like, how did nobody ever make this? They came out with cherry Pepsi and vanilla Pepsi.
Red
which
Hot
is
Pepsi.
Garbage. Red Hot Pepsi would have been good.
And then now
Did they come out with Pepsi Fire?
I don't know.
Maybe they did.
But now,
I'm probably too old to
I bet they
taste
sell
it.
it in Japan. But
Yeah.
now I'm in my
That
old
was
age,
racist.
and
What are
I'm
you
a
doing?
Dr. Pepper guy.
Yeah, Dr.
And I
Pepper
could
all the way.
never change off Dr. Pepper.
Like,
Yeah. I'm with you.
I reverted to diet sodas a couple years ago because that's all Rachel bought. So I can't even drink like a full diesel soda anymore. But Rachel's mom only drinks Diet
Full
Coke.
diesel soda. Might be the
And
title
I
of the episode.
I cannot handle it. Like,
Diet
I just
Pepsi's
feel
much
like...
better than Diet Coke. Agree with you on that one.
And even like
I don't
full-
like diets at all.
It just feels like if you're drinking a Coke, that either A, it's burning your insides out, or
Yeah.
like you could feel the sugar like surrounding your teeth.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I just hate it. I thought it would be more of a hot take. I really thought you'd be a Coke guy.
No, Pepsi.
I could see where you would think he was a Coke guy.
Yeah.
What's your next one, Home Slash?
SpongeBob SquarePants is stupid.
I fucking hate SpongeBob.
I will say I disagree with you because for two reasons. One, I've seen a lot of SpongeBob with my daughter, and I've cracked up here and there. And two, when SpongeBob came out, I still partook.
Yeah.
So, of course, that's
I never understood
what we
that.
did.
I
That's
didn't
like,
either. So the reason I came up with this one is Alan Sepinwall is a TV critic that I've been following for
Yeah,
years.
you've talked about him on here.
And he has a book out with top 100 shows of all time. And he has SpongeBob as number 23.
Ooh.
That's ridiculous.
I don't think it is in terms of acclaim and longevity and
It's
viewership.
probably not.
I mean,
but maybe not. It's still too high.
But-
What was it on for? Like 10,
It still
12
is
years?
on. New episodes
Oh,
still
they
come out.
still do new
yeah.
episodes?
Yeah, it's like Simpsons. It's still
Yeah.
No shit. I did not know that. No, I agree. I think Patrick's okay, though.
Patrick Star is pretty cool.
Patrick's all right.
How about this is one we talked about on this episode before too. I think cargo shorts are still pretty cool.
No,
I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why are they not cool?
Boo.
Why not?
Why do you need all those pockets?
Nah, no.
In the early
no,
2000s, you needed pockets because
Why?
we had like pagers and cell phones.
No.
And you were in school, so you had to carry a protractor.
You are lemming to the fashion world, and just because someone decided that chinos were cooler than those, they disappeared. Don't hate on the
No,
pockets.
it's the mark of the Hoosier.
Nah, it's bullshit.
Hey, what do you think? Jorts are cool too?
This is within the last 4 or 5 years.
You
And
still
No,
own a pair.
longer
the
than
previous,
that.
tell me how many pair. I guarantee you wore cargo shorts longer than you wore chino shorts.
Maybe.
Nah, it's accurate.
Probably about the same amount
Oh,
of time.
you're full of. Well, maybe this guy.
I actually.
he is private school.
I have one pair of cargo shorts left, and I literally only use them, wear them around the house, like when I'm doing like stuff around the house.
And I will put as an addendum to that they are
And I change.
They're an absolute necessity for 6'6" and above. There's just no way around it.
I don't think that there's an option for
No.
the tall and big and tall.
I don't even wear cargo shorts. What I do is I buy a midget's blue jeans.
No, there you go.
And wear those. Those work
What's your,
as perfect shorts.
what's your
Is that
opinion on-
PC?
Stocky midgets.
Is that
I don't know.
PC? I don't know.
Whatever. It works.
Excuse me,
What is
miss, do you sell stocky midget jeans? And do they adequately hide my thunder?
What do you? What
Do you you wear jorts? Do you own a pair of jorts?
I tell you what, if they made them in swimming trunks, I'd still wear them. Swimming trunk
Jorts
jorts.
are
Yeah.
jean shorts.
Oh yeah.
John Cena's still
Have you
rocking
ever
them?
seen those?
Yeah,
Those
John Cena still wears them.
like those pull shorts that look like jeans and stuff.
No.
I'd wear
No.
those motherfuckers.
I never understood that. Like, why? There's two things that I never understood in the white community and the black community.
3 things: women.
Well, there's that. I got married early though, so I'm cool. But anyways,
I'd argue you did not get married early.
I dated early.
You became
It was the
exclusive
same-
early.
Yeah. I found the one girl that was like, yeah, he's not that bad, and I stuck with her.
He's like, clearly this isn't happening again.
Yeah. No, but like mullets have always been like out for white people since for the most.
As they say, there was a time where mullets were accepted. It was before
for the
us.
majority,
Or
like since the early to mid 90s.
It's been since fashion became
95.
a real. See, mullets have been made fun of since the '80s because I can remember them making fun of them.
See, I don't remember that though, but I was born in
It's
'84.
been since it's been since fashion got really big businesses when people started making fun of like mullets and stuff.
Okay.
But like, I feel like the black community had a different hairstyle. Like the women would wear the
It was
mullets.
a high top, the fade.
Yeah,
The
but then they had
a
the party in the back, and I'm like, how
Oh,
are they
yeah.
still pulling that off?
Yeah.
But then they can pull off the jean shorts too.
And,
Like-
and they can also pull off murders.
Oh, that was racist.
Another unpopular opinion. Missy's the only racist on the show. Clearly not true. It's way
I'm
off.
waiting for him to pull out the Hitler was right.
Jeez.
Anyways, I always thought that was weird.
Hashtag Hitler was alt-right, huh?
Ooh.
Bold stance there.
Yeah, I think that might be a consensus.
Yeah. So that was me. What do you got? Another one. Give me another. I
mine are all
I
like-
just got a couple more.
Mine are all like real low key.
I see one of yours. We might as well. You don't even have to get into it, but you obviously agree Metallica definitely does suck.
Yeah, it definitely sucks. And I also hate tater tots.
Okay.
All right, here's this one.
Which one are we debating first? The
Well,
topics?
this was on the thread, is
This
why
is on
I
the
brought
thread.
up the Metallica.
And then I
so we
also
can
said
skip
tater
it.
tots on that one, so we can skip that one. But for real,
I missed the tater tots. I was
tater
blinded by
tots
Metallica.
is not an acceptable substitution for French fries. It is not.
Nah, tater tots are solid, man. You got a
No.
tater tots. They're a
Fucking
good
Sonic
time.
tater tots.
Yeah,
No,
pretty
goddamn.
legit.
Because you always
That's the only
have
reason to
one-
go to Sonic is the tater tots.
Yeah, because their burgers aren't 30% soy or whatever
Yeah.
now. So
No, for number one, there's always one that's not done enough. And then there's always one that was like hanging out at the bottom of the grease trap forever, and it's like overly greasy.
see, I like
All right,
those
all
more
right.
than I like the half done fry. The half done fry is like,
Yeah.
ugh.
No.
Give me a tater tot over a steak fry any day of the week.
And they don't
I
they
like
don't
steak fries.
cool
They
off
suck.
evenly. Like there's like the super hot ones and then the super. I fucking hate them. Just give me like regular hash browns.
What's
Okay, what, are you talking about like tater tots at a restaurant, or tater tots when you throw them in the oven?
both.
You ever
Don't
got some
like either
fucking
one of
loaded
them.
tater tots at
Yeah.
Hooters?
Oh, it's a good time.
Man, we need to go Hooters Sunday. Some loaded
I
tater
don't
tots
think
and
anybody
change your
said-
fucking
I
night.
don't think anybody said we need to go to Hooters in 10 years.
I tell you what, me and
Yeah,
Jason have had a
people
good
say
time
that a
over
lot.
there without you most of the time when we.
Yeah, it always goes around the time I have a kid.
What's the best fry? What's the best type of fry?
Waffle.
Ugh, it's not bad. I like Cajun fries.
Yeah, Cajun fries are the
Cajun
Seasoned
fries are
fry.
good.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to allow to throw seasonings in
crinkle
there.
cuts, Cajun fries, because it's its own
I
classification.
don't like crinkle cut.
I love crinkle cuts.
Yeah, I'm with better on this one.
They're like old school drive-in fries for
So
me.
who's
and
got
I
the best fast food fry?
fucking Five Guys are pretty damn good.
Five Guys.
See,
is
Five Guys are
solid.
inconsistent. They can be soggy sometimes.
And I don't like how they throw them on like a bag with a bunch of salt.
I like how they throw them in the bag because then they throw like another helping of fries on top of the bag.
I gotta say, Jack in the Box seasoned curlies are
Yeah,
tough to beat.
I think if you're gonna go fast food fries, it's definitely Jack in the Box seasoned curlies.
Okay.
Or
real
is it
quick,
Arby's
real
or
quick.
Wendy's that has the
Arby's
seasoned-
has
Arby's
the
has
Arby's.
curly.
Arby's.
I think
The only
Arby's
reason
may
to go
be
to
my
Arby's-
favorite, yeah.
French
No,
fries.
they have the meats, dude, and they're not fucking around with that. Their fucking sandwiches are awesome. No, they've
That's
stepped
an
up,
unpopular opinion.
they have stepped up their game.
That's the name of the. That's
Yeah,
the name of the
that's an
episode.
unpopular opinion.
Arby's
They
is
have,
fucking awesome.
They have stepped up their game. Ving Reams is not lying to us.
Pet.
All
Is
right.
that Ving Rhames?
Yeah. We have
That
the
makes
meats.
sense now. I can see it.
So
We need a gyro.
I forgot that I've already mentioned that sushi sucks, so I won't use that as a hot take. All right, since we're talking about food,
I will
is
say
a-
it's sort of overrated though. It
Yeah.
kind of tastes the same.
I had sushi like last week.
I had it this week too, and it was amazing. You're
I
so
like
wrong.
it, but I
It's
don't need
fine.
Come on to your next one.
On this food topic, this is an unpopular opinion / hot
Why
take.
does your
Are you
shirt?
guys ready?
Why does your shirt say Marmot?
a brand?
I don't know, it just mean you being the silver badger and a marmot.
Hey,
I don't
he's
know
not
what I
wearing a
find funny
Vineyard
about
Vines
it.
It was a
shirt.
gift.
I know it's a good shirt. I like it.
At least it's not
You guys
Vineyard
always make
Vines.
fun of me for yeah, exactly. You're trying to prep it down over here. All right,
Which,
this
by
is-
the way, all the private school kids are wearing that shit now.
yeah, they are. Super hot take. Unpopular opinion. American is the best cheese for a burger. There, I said it.
I'm on your side. I like a burger or cheddar and pepper jack, but my go-to is still American. Or with the exception, I'll put Velveeta on it too.
Yeah, I thought that would be a lot of hot
Velveeta is
take.
not a cheese, bro.
It's a cheese.
It
Says
is
so right
not
there
a
on the thing.
cheese. It is a cheese product.
All cheeses
says
are
cheese.
cheese products.
It's not a cheese if you don't have to refrigerate it.
Is there like a cheese sommelier? There's
Have you-
something like that, right?
Yeah, there's a cheesy A.
Yeah, cheesy A.
Uh,
Settle down over there.
Velveeta's not a cheese.
it's a cheese.
It's not a cheese.
I give
Neither
you
is that nacho cheese shit that like
No,
gets poured out of the nacho.
A cheese
thing.
whiz says cheese on it. It's
Yeah,
a cheese.
All right, I guess if we're going with that.
Yeah, they're cheeses.
Well, then Sonic's burgers are still burgers, even though they got 30% soy in them.
That's true. That's true. They're not
just
made of beef. They're just
Or
hamburgers.
I
good.
mean, there's 70% beef.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I see what you're saying, but also some cheeses don't need to be refrigerated, by the way, and stored. So-
Some, like sliced cheese isn't really cheese.
yeah.
You can let it. You can just let it
Also,
go.
by the way, there's no difference in the taste between American white and American yellow.
Nope.
Although when I worked as the deli manager at Walmart, people would argue with me. Literally, the only ingredient that's different is yellow 5.
Yep.
In fact, the guys that make the cheese said, "No, we just throw we do the white, and then we just take the vat and add yellow,
Yep.
and that's it."
Yeah. Yeah.
people are like,
it's
"I like white
amazing
way
how
better."
people over 4 don't understand that.
And by the way, Swiss cheese, those holes are put in there on purpose.
Ooh. Swiss
Why?
cheese is not good.
To aerate it?
No, they just put them in there to make it look cool. Yeah,
I feel like I'm getting gypped on my money now.
I know. How about this one? This one is something I've recently come around to, and I'm contradicting myself here. You know, Drake may not be as overrated as I thought he was. I don't know if that's unpopular or not, but
I can't speak to that.
Drake's okay.
yeah. But I hate on him so much.
He's gotten in a little bit of trouble lately.
What'd he do?
He's
Dreezy's in trouble?
He is on text messaging back and forth friends with Millie Bobby Brown, who is 14. And he's 31. And she talked about him in some interview.
He's just Dreezy. He's just friends with everybody. He's just a
yeah,
good dude.
he got called out a lot.
The kid, Drake, whose I'm talking about, I don't know
Drake's
if you know this.
31?
He
Drake's
overcame
31.
he overcame being paralyzed in high school to be a successful rapper.
Wasn't that Kanye?
No, it was Drake. He
That
went
doesn't
to
mean
he went
you-
to Degrassi High where he was paralyzed and in a wheelchair.
Really?
Which, by the way, is a Canadian teen melodrama, and that's how he got his start as a paralyzed kid on that show.
No.
But it's a story of triumph.
Oh.
No.
That's great.
Yeah, no, Drake is a weird dude, but...
Yeah, because he did the same thing with Kylie Jenner, and then there was somebody else that was 16 that he was in love with.
Well, okay, first off, Jenners, and I know they're Jenners, but Kardashians...
Yeah, they don't really count.
Yeah.
There's like
Millie Bobby Brown's
and I'm not
14
saying
now.
I will never condone a grown man of any age having sex with an underage person.
And I'm not
But if
saying
your
he's
last
having
name's
sex.
Hilton or Kardashian,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of assumed,
Yeah, I feel like your
Millie
mom.
Bobby Brown, is
I
that
feel
the-
like your mom would be like, make a tape
Who's
out of it
Millie
so we
Bobby
can get
Brown?
rich.
Right.
Is that 7?
Millie Bobby Brown is Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
Yeah, 7. Yes, 7.
I was thinking of.
I put hotter girls on mine.
I was thinking of like Bobby Brown's daughter, Bobby
No.
Christina.
Oh, well,
Now I'm mad at Drake again. Now he's overrated.
Yeah, thanks.
Bobby
Because
Brown's
she's like
daughter
14.
is,
like
yeah.
she's a
She
little
gone.
kid.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah, that's
said it
right.
was,
She is gone. That's right.
See, that would have been more impressive.
That
if he was
would have been-
texting
Yeah.
From the grave.
It'd have been Drake would have did her in with his text messages, much like Robert.
Hey,
yeah.
if Drake could get Bobby Brown, the daughter of Bobby Brown's daughter, up from the grave, like he would not be overrated. He'd be like the real
Yeah.
deal, legit shit.
And if Bobby Brown confronted him about texting his daughter, he'd be like, "Hey, yo, ain't nobody humping around."
Yeah. Yeah. I know you're doing what you're doing, but that's your prerogative.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I was about to make a correlation between Drake texting Bobby Christina and causing her death, like Roger Clemens killed that country music singer. What was her name? The one that
Tanya
committed
Harding?
suicide years ago.
What?
What was that country
Roger
music?
Clemens killed somebody?
Roger Clemens killed someone. Yeah.
I don't know. Jim Carrey killed
Inadvertently.
someone.
What was her name? She was on Celebrity Rehab and all that stuff too. She was a country music singer. Roger Clemens had an affair with her when she was underage, cheated on his wife, and she never got over it. And she cited that as one of the reasons she did. And then she ended up committing suicide. So as far as I'm concerned, Roger Clemens is a murderer.
What about Jim Carrey? His ex-girlfriend killed herself and said
Yep.
it was his fault in the suicide note.
I think that's pretty black and white.
No.
Or she could have used red pen. I don't know, but it's definitely
It
in
might have
paper.
been her blood. You
Yeah,
never
it
know.
could have been.
I think she's probably
Suicide is not a joke.
It's not a
No.
joke. It mattered.
But that
Definitely
girl's
not.
probably a liar.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess you can also ask Evan Almighty.
Could have changed it. But that was Bruce Almighty, so he dropped the ball.
Oh, that's right. It was Steve Carell. By the way, that's not a good movie.
Oh, that is
I
Steve
feel like
Carell's.
that's a popular opinion.
By the way, his worst movie. Steve Carell's worst movie. Whose turn is it? It's your
I think it's
turn.
mine,
I
it's
draked
mine.
it up. I only have a couple more.
I don't have a lot either. My brother-in-law just left me a voicemail. What is he? He's 24. What is he, 74? Who the hell leaves voicemails?
I would leave you a voicemail.
Going to sporting events and concerts are not worth the hassle.
I see
No
where
matter
you're going.
how much fun it is,
But-
at the moment, it is always ruined by some jackass who wants to get home first.
You and I have been to a concert together and had a great time.
Was it a big concert?
We went and saw the Urge reunite. At
Yeah, but
Point
we
Fest.
left before everyone else.
We left before Bush because they blew, but we had a blast.
the first one song was good.
We said we only wanted to hear two
He
or
played
three
Glycerine,
songs, and they
and then
played
we
them in
were
a
out.
row. like, they played the hits, and then we bounced.
I think
Yeah.
it's Listerine, right?
Yes.
Glycerine.
No, it's
Is it
glycerine.
Listerine?
Yeah.
Are you serious? I thought it was a joke.
I'll take the
It's
L.
definitely
It was a
glycerine.
better joke than it was a fact.
I'll take the L on that one.
What do you got? I'm with you. I understand that. I still.
Nothing from you? You're the blues sports guy.
Well, he knows special parking spots.
I know I'm right. So,
It's just not worth the hassle. I hate it.
all right. You know what? I'll tell you about hassle.
Okay.
What's not worth the hassle?
Sex?
Sorry, Lou Dog. Dogs are a tremendous pain in the ass and not worth
My
having.
dogs are pretty laid back.
No, dogs are a huge pain in the ass, but they are worth it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they die like way sooner than the kids that you can't get rid of. And if you're mean to them, like, at
still
the
love
most
you.
people are like, he's kind of a dick.
You'll never have to get them therapy.
Yeah, you don't have to give him therapy. You give him a treat
Wait,
and they
did
get
you give
over
your
it.
dog therapy?
No,
No, I killed him. It was way easier
therapy.
and cheaper.
that was therapy.
I had him put down
Did you have to go to therapy after killing the dog?
a little bit.
It's
I felt really bad about
It's
it.
like a Charlie Murphy sketch on SNL or on Chappelle Show where they beat the shit out of what's his name? Rick James.
Oh, yeah.
And Charlie Murphy says, Eddie Murphy says, man, somebody should get Rick James some help. And Charlie Murphy says, I think we just helped Rick. Yeah, you got that dog all the help it needed.
Yeah.
We were actually our new dog.
Kids.
Our new dog. Well, I don't think we've had an episode since we got a new dog, have we? We had
Yeah,
one.
we had one.
So our new dog is. I was worried about him turning into a bender dog, but there was a severe thunderstorm and he didn't bat an eye. So I was like, "Whew, thank God."
That dog's cool, man.
The dog upstairs.
Yeah.
He is a. What's the?
An old soul.
Yeah. What's the stuffed animals? The popular stuffed animals. The
Pound
little.
puppies.
The little ones. The
Puppies.
not fucking pound puppies.
Beanie Baby?
Beanie Baby. That dog is a big Beanie Baby.
Is that a popular animal still?
When he lay, no, they're everywhere still. When he goes to lay down, he just flops over.
There you go.
Like,
now my little dog is really annoying as shit.
I like dogs.
I like dogs a lot too. Like the new one is, on a daily basis I want to punch her, and then she comes and climbs up on you, and you're like, oh, you're adorable.
But continue to buy dogs and cats out there, people, so I have a job.
Yeah, do that. Hey, one of mine is, I know this goes back to kind of like that old Trump and Last Jedi thing, but I stand by. Big Bang Theory is still a funny show.
Nope.
It's a funny show.
It's funny, but it's stupid, and nobody cares if it's going away.
Man,
No, I think a lot of people care.
yeah, it's still the most watched sitcom on TV.
I just don't care.
By
Every
a long
episode,
shot.
the thing that I like about Big Bang Theory is that you don't have. It's not episodic to where you have to watch
turn
the
on,
next one.
have a couple laughs.
Yeah,
It's a good show to just.
it's comfort food.
It's
a good
fine.
treadmill
It's like
show.
it's the closest thing that we have to this day and age is Friends, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah, I
that.
would agree. Yeah, it's the biggest show since Friends, I think. It might be.
And it has
Better
like
Modern
I don't
well,
really
definitely
think.
more than Modern Family.
Oh,
But-
it doubles the ratings of Modern Family.
What I like about it is that it's truly a checkout half hour. And Friends was too. Like,
Yeah.
there's never like that like special program where like Sheldon starts doing meth, and
it's-
like the friends rally around. It's always just dumb checkout humor.
It is like we said, the closest thing to Friends. But I will say this: I still, to this day, can turn Friends on at night and be happy going to bed watching fucking Friends. I love that show still.
I don't think it holds up.
Oh, I think in our Me Too PC age that it doesn't, because it was pretty. There were some pretty jokes in there that wouldn't fly today.
Oh,
but
no.
I loved
It's
it.
not even so much that. I just don't think that the storylines are all
They're
great now.
completely hold up. Watch it.
I don't think so.
It is the most
I think
watched
Seinfeld
show.
holds up
It's
more.
the most watched show on Nickelodeon. I don't think so.
I'll take Friends over
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
And I'll tell you why.
Not as like funnier or not. All right, so as
If
far
Friends
as
is on or Seinfeld's on, which one are you picking?
Friends probably.
depends on the situation. Am
well,
I
true.
Am I sitting and watching TV actively, or am I laying in bed and just want to watch something to fall asleep to?
And for me, it
'Cause
depends
Friends
on the
is
episode.
second, yeah, I agree too. Friends is the second best show to fall asleep to.
Yeah.
Number one.
I don't
Golden
fall asleep
Girls.
to shows.
Oh,
Golden
I-
Girls is solid.
What?
I
Golden Girls
I don't
is-
hate Golden Girls. I liked it then, but it's not rewatchable for me.
Oh, I
it's
disagree.
still- I just
don't
good
like it.
sir.
All the comedy writers on that show ended up being like.
I know the
great.
lineage, but I just I'm okay.
acting.
You know,
What?
for me, it's
That is a
more
great
it's
show.
more the premise is the problem for me. I just don't find four women in the retirement community that
You're
interesting as fun. Yeah, probably that's probably a little bit to it. But I'll
Hey,
tell
you know
you
what, though?
what's that.
They be getting some.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for being a friend.
Hey, I will say this. Example of why Friends is still holds up to this day. My oldest daughter has shotgunned the whole series.
No shit.
Wow.
She loves it. She loves it.
Apparently, Friends just like got on regular broadcasting or syndication over in Britain not too long ago, so it was trending.
They
on,
finally allowed it.
yeah, and everybody's like fell in love with it over there too.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, like what they did right. I just think that it's like I don't know.
Like I said, it is the most watched show Nickelodeon has.
Yeah, I mean, I
Which is
wouldn't doubt it.
crazy.
Now, let me ask you this: if Joey was not Joey, you think it would still hold up? I think Joey is the glue that holds that shit together.
No,
I don't
I
think so.
I think they all have their role. And
I think they all have their role, but without Joey's like slapstickiness coming in.
Phoebe was slapstick,
and Phoebe and Joey, both
and
they,
Chandler
like,
was slapstick.
The Ross and
I
Rachel
just-
whole
I don't think
will
so.
they, won't they?
Yeah, that was the biggest thing on the show. No, I think
Joey and Phoebe's lightheartedness is what
I
kept
think
that show alive.
I think I will kind of agree with you. I think you remove one piece and the show doesn't work. That show worked because all
Exactly.
those
That's what I'm
pieces
saying.
worked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it wasn't Joey. I think it was every single one of them.
Yeah, it was definitely good casting.
Yeah.
I Good on Jim Parsons, by the way, for walking away from $20 million a year.
Yeah, and speaking of last comment on Friends, Courtney Cox is about to make an appearance on Shameless, this season of Shameless this next week.
I never watched that show.
Great show.
Everybody says great things about it. I think they're losing like most of their cast.
No,
now.
the Fiona, the main.
No, they lost a dude to kid, a younger redheaded looking guy. No, boy. He just announced he was leaving yesterday.
Oh, well, his so
I don't know who he is.
That's Leon or
I think that's it.
And his character is being written that way too. I mean, it's clearly in its when the girl that plays Fiona, which is Emily Rosenbaum, I believe, she is
I heard she gets naked a lot, is that true?
Every single episode in the beginning first 2-3 seasons. Yeah. Everyone.
By the way, I think that's going to change. Like HBO's really like tone down the nudity.
It's on Showtime, so you're way off.
Yeah, it's called Showtime.
I know, but I mean, like HBO's kind of the wheelhouse or the guiding light or the rudder for all the other, pay to play cable networks.
I don't know about all that. I don't know.
What else is on besides Shameless?
I agree that fucking Ray Donovan, which is a massive hit and has won Emmy.
Is it still on?
Yeah, it comes back as soon as Shameless is done. It's the new season of that.
I still think HBO is still.
They also had
something else.
They had the L Word, which was massive. They had the Big C, which was a big hit for 6 seasons. Missy loved it.
They had Dexter.
Which was this
is all Showtime though.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said
that's second base. I still think HBO is bigger.
No, HBO is the bigger network. Yeah, but
they're like the Yankees of networks.
But I don't think that Showtime bases how their nudity is based on what HBO is doing by what you said a while ago.
I don't know.
I mean, they had
what I know.
They had Californication, which was way more nudity than all the other channels ever wanted to have.
Apparently, pretty good.
Yeah, it was solid.
I'll take another one.
All right, I'm gonna get to one. I'm gonna get to. Oh no, it's your turn. One more from you. Let's just do one more
for
each.
me. Yeah. One more. Okay, Robin Williams, not that great. I think this is the one that I think that I would get the most. Not an Oktoberfest IPA of some sort.
Here, I'll take an Oktoberfest.
That'll work.
You take that. Yeah.
Oktoberfest don't sit right with me.
I don't like I don't like them past their window.
No, I like them. They just hurt my stomach a little bit.
Yeah, that's what they're there for, dude.
To hurt my stomach. That's
Robin
weird.
Williams overrated. I both agree with you and don't agree with you. Robin Williams, when under control, is brilliant.
The comedy stand-up,
everything.
And his stand-up was great.
And his acting is great when under control. The problem is I don't think Robin Williams as a person could ever be under control.
No, exactly. And I think which also makes him kind of sad.
Yeah, that documentary on HBO was long and at times drug on, but was super insightful into him.
But I think his best role was the only movie that I saw him in was where he wasn't like the same guy all the time, was like that 1 hour photo, which I didn't think that was that great of a movie, but it was.
Oh, Insomnia.
Oh yeah, that was and that
was
too.
Good in Insomnia.
Those two were
those are
Good Will Hunting.
No, those are two different roles. 1 hour photo and Insomnia, and he's great in Good Will Hunting.
But they're both creepy.
He's
good.
He
plays a creepy role, but like every like Mrs. Doubtfire, I fucking hate Mrs. Doubtfire.
I will say this: I think
it was on last night.
Like Robin Williams, the dramatic actor, underrated.
Yeah,
well, he's got an Oscar.
Overrated.
He's got an Oscar for being
a
dramatic actor.
I really thought that like you would be like, no, he's like a. Huh.
Yeah, in fact,
Robin Williams has when he died. Looking at his resume, he's got a lot of shit.
Yeah, he does have a lot of shit like RV, but early in his career,
Bicentennial Man.
Early in his
Deaths of Smoochie, the worst movie I think I've ever seen.
That wasn't his fault though. That was Ed Norton. There was a lot of big people.
I don't know if I'd blame Bicentennial Man on him either.
He also started in like with that one where he was the Russian defector when he was young in his career. I mean,
Jacob the Liar.
Jacob the Liar was amazing. The Fisher King was amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, he actually
Dead Poet Society.
He has more serious roles.
Yeah,
that are acclaimed than he does comedy because he was a great stand-up comic and he was a great actor.
Uh-huh.
And the two didn't really hit very often together.
Yeah.
He was funny in some movies, but
sure.
I think if you were to explain to somebody, like if you were just going to show them Mork and Mindy, and like not even like not even like Out of the Times or whatever, like they have no other context of television. You're like, this guy goes on to be an icon, like forever. You'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I loved Mork and Mindy.
I did not. I didn't
spin off of Happy Days.
Yeah, I did not get it, and I've
you
never
say
really
the same
cared
thing
for
about
Rob
George
Williams.
Clooney on Roseanne.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But George Clooney's got like his roles, I feel like he can play a little bit. I feel like every Robin Williams comedy is the same fucking comedy.
And actually, before Roseanne, it was The Facts of Life.
Oh, yeah.
He was on Facts of Life before that. Yeah.
I never really cared for Robin
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes Part 2, where he had a mullet.
Oh.
Trauma film. He was in a trauma film. That's how his career started. Then he became the original Dr. McDreamy, you know.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah. But he was only on
Doug
ER
Ross.
for one season, right?
No, like 4?
Yeah, he was
it
the
4?
man, yeah. He left early, and Anthony Edwards was the heart and soul of it. And then when he left, it was, you know.
That was a good show. It was a good show.
I mean, I tell you what, you want to get me to fucking cry all the time. Those last 2 Anthony Edwards episodes, that's how you do it.
Yep.
I almost cried today. 2 reasons I almost cried today. One, I'm not going to talk about on air, and the other one was we turned on the old boob tube before Missy left, and it was Radar O'Reilly's final episode on MASH, and I was like, fucking show was brilliant.
Also, MASH sucks.
No, you're way off.
I went better. Man,
You guys,
before our time. I mean,
you guys maybe, but I was alive and can remember it new still. And
There's never been.
No.
Get out of here.
80s?
78?
The 80s? The last episode aired in what? That show was on the
80s.
No,
I think it aired in
that show aired for
Let's
a
bet
long
on it.
time.
Let's bet on it. Let's
Nope. He said
horseshoe rules. I say
you said-
83.
And he said
You have to go in the 70s.
I would say 78.
you're saying it ended in 78? It
Yeah.
ended in 1983 when I was 6.
Oh!
Damn.
And I remember watching the final episode with my parents before they were divorced. Yeah. I mean,
I
the
feel like
L
I'm bringing
one, I
back
guess.
some trauma now.
fuck, I don't give a shit about their divorce. But no, I love, and I've shotgunned MASH since then. You know,
For real?
I love the show.
I've never met anyone who's like, I still watch MASH
If you
episodes.
watched MASH, this Bender that I know today, and you started from the beginning and watch it, that was the most complex, deep show and funny.
I've never turned a show off faster than... There's 2 shows that I
give it a
turn
try.
off super fast when I hear the theme song coming on. That one and Law & Order. And there's 2 different reasons.
Law and Order.
I don't like Law and
2
Order.
different reasons, though. Because MASH, I don't want to watch it. And Law & Order, if you watch the first 5 minutes, you got to know who the fuck did it.
Yeah, it's true.
You have to.
I'm not a big Law and Order guy.
I don't like it either, but I got to
Bum, bum.
finish it. I'm a completionist.
Law and Order is great. Law and Order SVU is trash.
I don't know what the difference is.
One's Special Victims Unit. So
Well, I
like rape
understand.
for
I know
minors.
what it means, but
One's
which
got-
one had the guy with the bold, like, kind of ripped guy? Well, that was SVU, right?
Yeah.
I liked that guy.
Was this?
He's all kinda cokey looking all the time.
What unpopular opinion started this? This is a hot
Robin
take
Williams.
episode.
Robin
What
Williams.
you got next?
It's my last one.
Yeah, let's give it.
Also, in the realm of piggybacking off Bender, Kristen Wiig isn't funny.
Oh, get out of here!
I don't agree with
was
that.
gonna do when I was looking for a more controversial one. This group of SNL characters, best ever.
Oh, that would have just made us just throw stuff.
Yeah, but I think the argument can be made.
Wait, who's the best ever?
This current group.
Current group, Kristen
No
Wiig,
way.
I think it's as equally as good as anybody else.
The original Eddie Murphy.
I was too young for that though.
I'll give you that, but just because you're too
I'm talking in
young.
my day and age.
It's actually okay in your day and age. You have to remember Phil Hartman and Dana
I do remember
Carvey
Phil
and-
Hartman, and those guys are funny.
The
And
early
they have their
90
own skits.
Like the
but
92 season, 92-93, you had Carvey, Sandler, Spade, Farley, Jan Hooks, Victoria Jackson, Dennis Miller, Kevin Nealon. I mean,
No, yeah, and
See, I don't find.
agree.
I think that's a good group, but I think they got really good when Kevin Nealon
Mike Myers.
and
see, I don't
Dennis
remember Mike
Miller
Myers
left,
much on there.
and Mike Myers and all that cast was really the stars. I think they got a little better.
I think that was 92-93.
I think when Miller and them left is when it got mega popular again.
You're right.
Yeah.
Miller was gone, I think, by 92-93.
So I think it was Joe Rogan's podcast or somebody. Oh no, it was probably Hardwick's podcast.
I
Before
just
it
think
went
that
off.
they're doing a really good job right now.
Chris Hardwick and them talked and said everybody, SNL's one of the few shows that can say this. Everybody thinks that their favorite is by far the best, whether it's modern or not. They say what it is, though, it's because you only remember the big skits.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he said his favorite was the 90s. He said, but there were some trash skits to get to those
I'm sure.
classic skits. And it's the same today. They're like,
Well,
you
Lord,
watch
Lord
it today.
Michaels himself always said that he can tell how old you are by you telling him what your favorite cast was. Because
Like-
everybody likes it their college years.
Yeah.
That's always her favorite cast.
Well, and that was for me was the Hartman High School into college and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
that
mean, like there was the
was
Chris
junior high,
Farley when
high
I was a kid, and then Will Ferrell was the next funniest one. But I would say that, like,
Well, Phil Hartman, I think, was the funniest out of that whole fucking group.
I think,
but
and I agree. Like, if you go back and watch those, but I wasn't into Saturday Night Live at that age group.
Yeah.
But if you go back and watch it now, his stuff still holds up.
I was having sex with girls during that time period.
Hey-o.
so-
I think I was in middle. Like,
Yeah.
I was. It
the
wasn't.
problem with SNL right now is I think I can agree with you that it is a very talented cast. I think they play it too safe, and they play their humor right now.
Well, I think
I think so
political.
too. But
well,
I think
yeah,
Kate
they're too
McKinnon-
political. But that's been a mainstay of the show throughout time.
no, it hasn't been.
No, it has.
No.
But it, yeah,
No.
but
No,
it wasn't.
go back and watch
but
those
go back-
original
go
casts.
back
with
Yeah,
to
those-
the
they would maybe do
90s.
the cold open, maybe, and that would be about it.
No, go back to the '90s with Bill Clinton and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
They
maybe
were,
for the cold open, that'd be about it.
No,
No, that's
they
not
had.
true.
There's tons of skits like
Tons of them.
of Clinton and the Lewinsky thing and
Dana
you think
Carvey.
about that now because those are skits that are popular.
Norm
They're
Macdonald.
all-
I remember the Weekend Update with Norm Macdonald was always political. Back
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
90s.
it's the show started even with Jimmy Carter and all that stuff. I mean, it started.
It started off with Chevy Chase, who was like 30, doing like pratfalls as Gerald Ford, just like to make it up.
Yeah, but
No.
that's still. I mean,
There's always going to be a political place
Right.
for SNL, but like it has gotten way too anti-Trump,
no, I feel like.
and I think that's lazy. yes,
I
No,
think-
that's where. See, I don't think it's overly
there's-
more political now than it ever has been. But what I agree with you is that it's easier for them now.
It's easy.
It is lazy.
And I
They're
also
being
think
lazy. I agree with that. But
last year, I think that the reason that it was more political is because the year before, when he was still running in 2015-16, they had him on as a guest,
yeah,
and I think that they really regretted that.
I know they do. Yeah, they talk about it all the time.
Yeah, and I think that they felt last year the need to make up for it, and then this year, I don't know.
well,
I
even
mean, it's
Jimmy
just easy
Fallon
targets.
backtrack said he regrets it now.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But hey, I was going to tell you that food trucks are overrated. Was going to be my last one.
No, food
because-
trucks are great.
Now, see, everybody
Kinda
goes.
with you on that one.
How many great food trucks? Every time there's a food truck night, everybody's like, "Great." I've never had it. I'm not saying there's not
Okay,
great
I've never
food
gone
trucks
to a
out there.
Food truck night though.
I'm not trying to tell you there's not great food trucks out there, but I'm telling you, when you find one, you fucking follow it because it's the rarity
Yeah.
out of them.
Nah, I disagree.
I've had shitty pizza, shitty barbecue, shitty everything from food trucks. I'm waiting for that one that knocks my socks. I'm waiting for fucking John Favreau's chef food truck
Have you had
to roll through.
Did you ever
Yeah,
have Soul
Soul
Taco?
Taco?
Yeah.
No, I never had
Jinx,
theirs.
Double Jinx.
You guys are
Can't
sharing a
talk to
break.
us, say
Never
your
had
name
theirs.
3 times.
Had their restaurant, but didn't have their food truck.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but
Gorilla Street Food Soda is a food
but I
truck.
didn't have
was
it,
great.
so I'm going to go and say I have not had a good food truck.
Cha 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 was really good.
Grill street food is overrated.
Get out
give
of here.
Give me some. But let me real quick. I'm going to blow through some that Missy wrote down. Beatles and Pink Floyd are overrated.
Okay.
No, come on.
Yeah,
Beatles.
that's Missy. She also said boneless wings are way better than traditional wings. They should.
You have to
God.
work for it.
What a woman.
Yeah. She says.
That's my alliance partner, but come on now.
Then I see her handwriting. Football is really boring.
Okay.
And then mint chocolate chip anything is disgusting.
I
Missy.
agree.
That's terrible. That's a
Unpopular
terrible, terrible take.
That's Missy's unpopular opinions. You guys,
The alliance might be broken.
it's crumbled.
Here's the one I didn't go to is breakfast is better as a dinner than it is as actual breakfast.
Fuck,
Oh,
breakfast
get
is
out
good
of
all the
here.
time. Yeah, you. Man, that's just you. Now you're being a poser.
No,
I don't even know
breakfast
why I
is
say
better as
that.
dinner.
No.
Because you can enjoy it.
Brenner
you get
is-
to look forward to it all
No,
day.
man, I'll argue that all day. I'll argue
I'll
this
give you
to
a
the
hot
day I
take.
did.
Breakfast is just okay.
What?
Not true.
I'd rather have brunch.
What is brunch? I don't think I've ever had brunch.
Brunch is breakfast at a later hour.
You can have booze and it's acceptable.
Yeah, that's so.
Well,
it's
that's
still,
the best part about dinner for breakfast.
Well, no, but the reason breakfast is better in the morning is because a greasy ass breakfast is still the best thing to cure a hangover. That's
yeah.
why we do it
I
on
don't
New
want to
Year's
fucking
Day.
eat eggs at dinner.
I love eating eggs
Fucking
at
eggs,
dinner.
fried
it's
egg
like
on your
my
cheeseburger?
favorite thing.
It's delicious.
Like eggs
I
and
do-
hash browns for dinner
I
is
do
like
a-
my favorite thing.
Well, hash browns isn't necessarily a breakfast food. You can
BL
have hash browns whenever.
I do a BLT and I throw
And
a
how are
fried
you,
egg.
eggs,
on it.
hash browns
how are you
with
so pro hash browns and you hate tater tots?
Because I
It's the
don't
same
want them
fucking
rolled
thing.
up
It's
because
the
they
same
don't.
goddamn
They
thing.
don't
A
heat
walking
up
contradiction
evenly.
right
no,
here.
I have a reason. They do not heat up evenly in a circular form. If you spread them out like
his
a
argument,
pancake,
they
heat up
to
evenly
paraphrase
and taste better.
his hatred of fucking
It's the form,
tater tots,
not the function.
has to do with physics, as opposed to actual taste.
It's a form, not a function.
Okay. All right.
God,
Well, let's.
this kid doesn't know how to use an oven.
I gotta tell you, I think we accomplished what I wanted to on the unpopular opinion episode. But I do want to go ahead and let's. We are over an hour, so we will just go ahead.
Really?
Well, I know this is. I throw it to Missy segment's probably going to run long too, but I'm going to start uncharacteristically on the throw it to Missy. I usually give it to Missy and roll around, but I'm going to say. Just so you guys know, I did watch the Conor and Khabib fight this weekend.
I wanted to come over, but I was tired.
And I don't want to speak to the fight because it was a beatdown. Conor did get one round from Khabib, and that's the first person to do that in his entire career. But I will say this, the post-fight, maybe this is an unpopular opinion with some people because I'm not pro-Conor, I'm pro-fight, I understand why Khabib did what he did. I understand why he jumped the cage and went to the crowd to fight Dylan Dennis.
Yeah. Get more money for his next fight?
No.
This is basically pro wrestling.
It's a matter of Conor McGregor reaps what... No, that guy was legitimately going to go out there and kill someone. He spent the entire pre-fight, or build-up to this fight, being told that he didn't get off that bus in New York because he's a coward, because Dagestanis maybe are cowards. Dylan Dennis said that. Said, I hate to think that all Muslims are as scared as you. And those guys are different people. So he waited and waited and waited and built it all up. He smashed Conor. The first thing that happened after he smashed Conor, Dylan Dennis, who's also a fighter for Bellator, stood outside the cage and said he was still a pussy or screamed at him or whatever. He went after him. Now, I don't justify was his group of people that jumped in the cage and punched Conor from behind. Those guys are cowards.
Yeah.
Khabib jumped into the middle of a crowd of Conor friends and was like, I'm going to fucking fight you.
Yeah.
The other guys jumping in the cage should be arrested. What they did was assault. It's done. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
But the mindset that he had going into it, 100%, I understand and even kind of agree with where he came from.
I just like the big black guy who...
Derek Lewis is my hero.
So Derek Lewis...
The balls was hot.
So two major announcements from the UFC in the last 2 days. Derek Lewis is fighting for the heavyweight title in 3 weeks.
3 weeks? He just said he can't fucking do it.
That's a 1 month turnaround.
He's going to get his ass kicked.
It's Daniel Cormier. He's getting a huge payday, and a lot of people are seeing it as a tune-up fight, so Cormier is going to fight Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Just don't count him out, man. He's got dynamite in his hands. And
I'm not saying that, but he's
way bigger than Daniel
shape.
Cormier. He's way bigger. So Cormier, the other major announcement, Cormier is a 2-division champ. He's 205 and he's a heavyweight.
Yeah.
He is being stripped of the 205.
Yeah.
And that is being put on the line in the return of the true king of MMA. John Jones is coming back in December to fight Alexander Gustafsson.
For 5 minutes. Then he's going to do coke and muscle relaxers and get kicked out again.
Too bad that guy is the best fighter this planet has ever seen.
No, he's good, but he's got a drug
He's
problem.
the best. He's the best at this case. He's got one loss in his career, and it was because he elbowed somebody into oblivion.
Yeah.
I
And
really want to watch this Derek Lewis fight, but I know he's going to get his ass kicked.
I don't know that he's going to get his ass kicked. He's going to lose, and it's going to be grinded out because Cormier is a superior wrestler.
All right, let's agree to watch it
But
now.
Cormier it's my birthday night, and I'll be at the My Posse in Effect fight, concert.
Ooh, that might have been a precog moment. Maybe there's going to be a fight.
But... no, I tell you what, Brendan Schaub, former fighter and host of The Fighter and the Kid and the show on HBO, he said he wouldn't go to this Conor-Khabib fight because he felt that something was going to happen in the stands, and I'll be damned if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, shocking that an angry Russian got an angry Irish guy got a bunch of people in trouble.
Derek Lewis, though, has a legitimate shot to be the heavyweight champ because Cormier can be knocked out. John Jones showed it. But he also is a great wrestler, and I think it'll be a 5-round snooze fest. I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be Cormier versus Brock Lesnar, which will be entertaining. It'll be entertaining. But we're
Is
just...
Brock on WWE?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Who's the champ right now?
AJ Styles and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch it anymore.
AJ's the man. But it's all building up to if Jones beats Gustafsson and Cormier gets through his 2 fights, then we're going to see the third version of Jones-Cormier, except we're going to see it at heavyweight, and it'll be the biggest MMA fight of all time.
I feel like those big guys always get gassed so fast.
Well, John Jones is 205, and he's going to step up to fight that.
Yeah.
And Cormier's never got gassed, not once in his career. So, But yeah, so that's my MMA take. What do you got for Throw It to Missy? Quick hits that we'll spend time on. So go ahead.
I watched A Quiet Place.
Did you like it?
I did.
I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
For a movie that I think it maybe has 100 words. In the whole
no dialogue
movie.
for 35 minutes. I
I think so. Yeah, and even the dialogue isn't like much, but it's just John Krasinski's first
wrote and directed.
No, he didn't write it. But it was no, he didn't write it.
Who wrote it?
I don't know. But he was on somebody's show and he was talking about like they gave him the script and he's like, this is gonna be dumb, but he read the script and he was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
He did a great job. I have to throw it to the fact that like him and his wife are spectacular actors, but the kids sell the whole movie. Like
when kids work, man, they're amazing.
Because I mean, the whole movie hinges on the fact that you have to believe that this family is holding it together in a situation that you know nothing about, they know nothing about, and they don't explain anything. And it's a ball of knots the whole fucking time. It's great.
Brian Woods, Scott Beck, and John Krasinski all get credit because Woods and Scott Beck's story and John Krasinski's screenplay.
Okay.
So
I know the initial story was not his.
He adapted it for the movie.
Which
yeah.
that's
pretty big. That's pretty big.
But I just I don't know who the kids are, but the kids in the movie did. It's a little
John Krasinski's kids and Emily Blunt's kids, dude.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's in the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
By the
real.
way, Emily Blunt, I'm in love with her. She's just.
I could see why you would be. Yeah, she's got her shit together.
Yeah.
What you got?
So, big month for Netflix series having multiple season renewals, reviews,
viewerships.
I like when we said this is for quick hits, and he starts with so
my brain's messy. Anyway, so
this is the Tom draws it out section.
Just run through these shows real quick that have had their new seasons dropped in the last month. BoJack season 5, which was fantastic.
I just started season 1.
You liking it?
I do like it.
It's on Comedy Central now.
American Vandal 2.
2 or 3?
I'll never watch it.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't care.
It's good. You'd actually like it.
It's the comedy, right?
It's a mockumentary.
Yeah, it's a mockumentary. Yeah.
Okay.
Big Mouth season 2 dropped last weekend.
Nick Kroll, he was on Rogan.
Solid.
Just
it's
a decent show.
People like the show.
What else is dropping here soon?
Well, Orange is the New Black came out 2 months ago.
Iron Fist 2.
I know Castlevania season 2 is dropping next weekend.
Oh,
or 2 weekends from now. Did you guys watch Castlevania season 1?
I did not.
I watched the first couple of those. It was good. Voltron's last season comes out soon.
Did you see my big one behind you?
Yeah, I did.
It's awesome, man.
I dig the show. I really do. Then the Scary Tales, the Sabrina the Teen. It's a creepier version of Sabrina. I'm super into. It's based on the comics. I can't wait for that.
I saw some trailers for some good stuff coming up on Netflix recently too, and I just forgot what. The Coen Brothers next movie is on.
Do you guys have Hulu or Amazon?
I do.
Prime?
I have Hulu and Amazon Prime.
Do you ever watch any of the original programming?
I am going to watch Good Omens on Amazon Prime coming up because that's a Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, I'll watch that. It looks.
And it's
the trailer
got
looks
David
great.
Tennant.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite books
I watched
of all time.
the first season of Man in the High Castle. I always want to watch Sneaky Pete, and I haven't.
I tell you why I don't watch it because their navigation screen's not as good as Netflix.
You're right. That's true.
And it's just cumbersome.
Hulu sucks too.
Yeah, it does. They both are cumbersome compared to Netflix.
Well, Hulu has the Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale is the
Handmaid's Tale, and they got that Stephen King show, Castle Rock, which
I need to watch that.
It's an adaptation of all those some short stories, which is supposed to be really good.
No, it's not an adaptation of all the short stories. It's the town that intertwines all his stories.
What's the best Stephen King movie?
I don't know. 2 thoughts on that. One, his best movie is Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, straight up.
But I can't wait to see.
Genre film though. Like horror-wise, what are you thinking?
Fucking New It's pretty goddamn good,
It's pretty
man.
solid.
Pretty goddamn good.
Mist has got the worst ending.
Boy, that is depressing.
I'm going to give you a hot take. This might be an unpopular opinion. I've always liked Needful Things.
I don't think I've ever
I
seen
like
it.
that. Leland Gaunt. Yeah, I like Needful Things.
Needful Things? I don't think I saw it.
I think Running Man.
Yeah, but that's under what? Richard Bronson? Or Richard Bachman?
Yeah, but it was fucking Arnold, and it was cool as shit. Yeah. I can't wait for the remake. The trailer dropped today of Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
Pretty
Sometimes
good.
is better.
John Lithgow plays that role now.
Does he?
Yeah.
It'd be great for that.
Yeah, he's John Lithgow, man.
I couldn't watch that movie now, though.
Yeah, with a boy, with a kid.
With a little kid.
I don't, honestly, I've seen Pet Sematary is a movie that I know I've seen like 10 times, but I cannot
You know who
remember
that
what
kid
the fuck
is,
it's
right?
about.
Who is it?
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. Kid. From
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Hey, I got 2 real fast. I'm going to fire off. First off,
said.
Hellboy poster. Looks
pretty awesome.
Haven't seen a fucking thing about the movie, but the posters are amazing and the pics are amazing. Real quick, I'll bring it up because you said there was going to be some hot takes on it.
While we were looking, how awesome does that Vice trailer look? That movie with
Which one was that?
our
I didn't
favorite
see that
Batman, Christian Bale as Dick Cheney.
one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
That's not
give him the
bad.
Academy Award now.
Yeah.
That's not
Might
bad.
as
Yeah,
well.
you put that. How about the let's roll through real quick the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees.
Oh, there you go.
Let's not.
Real fast. Yay or nay? Should they be in? Def Leppard?
Oh, wait, is this the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or the Popular Music Hall of Fame? Because that's what it really is.
That's what rock and roll was for the longest time,
Yes,
too.
Def Leppard should be in. Most underrated band of all time.
Devo. Oh, whoa. We should have put this in most underrated band of all
Def
time.
Leppard
Def
is
Leppard.
fantastic.
They're good. They're great.
And they're underrated. They're a top 25 band of all time that does not get nearly enough credit. From that 80s rock.
Hair
arena-
metal.
They're not hair metal, though.
They are hair metal.
I don't think so.
No, watch the fucking videos. I lived through it. That was hair metal.
Then they're the fathers of hair metal.
Well,
They
I
didn't
wouldn't say
glam. Well,
that.
they didn't glam themselves.
They
out,
weren't
though.
glam rock, but they
Yeah.
were hair metal.
Is Journey hair metal?
No,
Why not?
Journey was at the end of the 70s pop
Why is
move.
Def Leppard hair metal?
Because look at the fucking hairspray that they
That doesn't
wore.
make
their
them hair
name is
metal.
Def.
They're not metal.
The tights and the ripped.
They
what-
didn't wear tights.
The hell they didn't. I fucking
right,
have the
Google
posters and
imaging
the
them now.
covers, man. Yeah. I have the poster where one is riding a skateboard in ripped pants with tights under it.
Alright, yeah.
But no, I love Def Leppard. Pour some sugar on me, one arm drummer. I mean, come on. But Def Leppard,
They
yeah.
definitely look like they
Absolutely.
walked out of a Lost Boys casting call.
Devo.
No.
Devo's underrated. Devo's awesome. Prog rock, they deserve to be in. Janet Jackson,
I say she deserves to be in.
Janet Jackson definitely, if it's the Popular Music Hall
Yeah.
of Fame, which it is.
John Prine, I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Kraftwerk, I hear they're influential, but I don't know them. LL Cool J, his 4th time on the ballot.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's going to get it.
I think LL Cool J.
He should be in there.
I disagree. I think that he did okay, but he quickly transitioned from
No,
an okay rapper
he started
to
in
a,
like 83
But I think he helped make
with hip hop. He
hip-hop
started. Yeah.
more accessible for whites.
He was one of the most sought after acts.
Is that
when
a
he was
reason to
young.
get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, though?
Yeah, I think it is
Have you
influential.
seen some of the clowns that are in that thing?
MC5, they're going to get in because they're a massive independent following. Radiohead,
Yes.
yeah, Radiohead's
Yeah, I
in.
think
Rage
so.
Against the Machine,
Also super overrated.
they're in. Roxy,
Oh,
Also
who is?
super overrated.
Radiohead?
Both of them. Rage and Radiohead.
I love them both. Love them both.
Yeah.
Hard for me to say that.
I can see what you're saying, but I think you can make an argument that Rage Against the Machine is better than Nirvana.
I think there's a group. I think there's a
strongly
generation
disagree.
that would agree with that, but it's not me. But I love them both. Roxy Music, I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks by herself, she's a no-brainer. She's getting in.
Yep.
I mean, she's just Stevie Nicks. She's in with
Should
Fleetwood
she be,
Mac.
though?
Why not?
I mean, she is. The Cure, they're going to get in. They should be in. Todd Rundgren, I don't know.
No, but the way they put people in, he'll get in.
Rufus and Shaka Khan. Chaka Khan.
No.
Chaka Khan. And here's a band that is a layup to get in, but it's not because of their talent. It's just politics. Wait, no, I'm thinking of someone else. Forget that. This is the Zombies. I don't know them.
No.
I don't know them. So I don't
You
know.
were thinking of the Cranberries?
Yeah, I thought they were getting
their
in.
lead singer died.
She gone.
Yeah, she gone. I
She
got
was talented, though.
I got another list of you though for you. Here is the 15 acts that are eligible and did not get nominated, and this is eye opening because you know it's 25 years from your first album. Beck,
Ooh.
yeah,
I think he should be in.
I think he will be in one
I think
day.
he'll be
Someday.
in one day.
Blink 182,
Nah.
Yes.
they'll be in
I
because
don't
they
like
put
them,
in
but yes.
they put in Green Day, and I love Green Day, but that's the next incarnation of Green
I
Day.
feel like I think Blink-182's Green Day Light.
What was the drummer's name? Blink-182? He didn't survive like
Travis.
Travis
Martin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
two
that's
survivors.
not Travis Martin. It's Travis.
Pastrana.
Travis survived 2 plane crashes?
Yeah, yeah, that's him. That's him.
You're in because you didn't die in a rock and roll way. That's why I can't ever get in.
Bone Thugs and Harmony? No. Of all the hip hop groups, no.
Whoa.
Dude, they had one album. One album.
Well,
East 1999.
Let's see. It's
And Eternal. Yeah. Yeah, the Crossroads is them turning the wrong
that's the
fucking
one
direction.
album.
It's the first of the month, and you still need to cash them checks because you ain't getting in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I don't
Counting,
even remember that one.
Hot take.
just hit it. Just Counting Crows.
They
Borderline,
got the
but
one
no.
song, right?
Here's a good one. Dave Matthews Band.
I hate Dave Matthews.
Me too,
Band.
but
Yeah, they're in.
people like
massive
him though.
following. Here's
Is
someone.
Fish
You know
in?
what?
All right, on that same thing, is Fish ever getting in? Are they
Yes,
in?
They should be.
They're not in.
Are they
Here's-
ever getting in?
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
they'll
here's
get it.
but along the same lines, here's some back-to-back bands that I can't believe haven't made the ballot yet: Depeche Mode and Jane's Addiction.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jane's Addiction.
Jeff Buckley really was famous for one song,
Yeah. Great.
and being the Judas Priest.
God.
Can't believe they didn't make it. Kate Bush, I don't know. 9 Inch Nails.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, they have
absolutely.
to be in.
Outkast, of all the hip hop groups, they were
Yeah.
the first one to do 3 straight platinum albums. Sheryl Crow. If anything, she put up a one nut wonder, the cheater, Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
And she's from
I'm gonna
Missouri.
go. I'm gonna say Usher because the last name is a no-brainer for hip hop. Snoop Dogg.
I assume it's gotta be in.
Yeah, Snoop's got to be
Snoop's
in.
got to be
Yeah.
in. He's
Wait, Usher's is 25 years since.
Fuck around. We are
Usher
old.
looks like he's like
Yeah.
25.
yeah.
So yeah. So give me
That's what eating healthy does
give-
for you.
last thing I had, and then you finish up on your guys' last names. James Gunn, possibly to the DC universe.
Wait, James Gunn or James Goom?
Good.
James Gunn. It's got 2 N's, so it's
About
James
size
Gunnan.
14.
Is that how he pronounces it? Gunnan? Because he's got an extra N.
Well, she's a great big fan person.
Gunnan. So yeah, I mean it can only make it better, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And that's the franchise, right?
I think if James Gunn does it, it'll be fine.
But that's the franchise to do it on Suicide Squad. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna,
Could he actually save the DC universe?
if Josh Whedon and him got together and they just let,
That's
they,
the
they got
rumor.
rid of Zack Snyder. Yeah,
Well, I
it'd be
think
fine.
Zack Snyder's out.
In like, no disrespect to Zack Snyder, I just think that he should just produce literally the Flames only.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, did you see the trailer for the new Aquaman? I have zero interest in it.
I don't think it looks good. No, I don't.
Like,
I
it
don't.
just-
I won't go see it. There's a good chance I may not see it. Like, I don't know to this day I've ever sat through the entirety of Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. That
But
was
I'm just-
before like the whole genre.
Yeah, but I'm
like,
saying this
shared universe
to me.
thing.
This looks like it's in
Oh,
that
yeah,
vein.
yeah.
You know.
I just for a
Yeah, that's a. I talk about being in bad company.
yeah for like a studio.
That may be your best comment the whole episode.
For a
And you've had
studio
some
that
good
can-
ones.
Oh, thanks, sir.
My point is the studio that can put together do a good job through 8 or 9 Harry Potter films. I guess 9 now.
And mail it
Fantastic
in for
Beasts.
super.
And like you just miss the whole fucking mark on the DC universe. Just blows
Yeah.
my mind.
Yeah, I
Like
would agree
I
with
just
that.
don't get it. But
What-
yeah, I think maybe if they're gonna get saved, it's the guys who jump ship from Marvel because they're tired of Disney shit.
Wow, what a hard place to work.
Yeah,
Just print money, and I still don't want to work for you.
yeah.
Here's $100 million. Nope, you suck.
David Bautista. Do you see David? Like right away was like, sign me the fuck up.
Dave Bautista is fucking burning shit down on his
Yeah.
way out there. He's making no bones about it. He is not
Like,
happy with
He
Disney.
does not care.
If there's one, I tell you what, if you're a Hollywood director, you fucking treat Dave Bautista right because he's got your back.
He has your back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
any
Ride or die.
more quick hits for you before we throw it over here to the Tommel?
No.
All right. Well, you
I
got
nothing,
Tommel.
man.
So I'm stealing this from my favorite podcast besides ours, Puck Soup. In Mighty Ducks 2, when
Where are we going, Tom?
they took
Where are
their-
we going?
who's more unpatriotic, Democrats or the Mighty Ducks 2 team when they took off their U.S. jerseys and put on Ducks jerseys? That's unpatriotic.
Wow. Trump would not list them. Trump would say, yeah, they're 25% worse.
Yeah, 25%. I like him 25% less.
Bender will appreciate this. Josh Hawley's a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, Blues finally play their third game tomorrow night.
What a break.
Hopefully.
That early season week off.
Yeah, terrible. Hey, we should talk real quick. God, this guy doesn't need his ego inflated anymore, but our very own Jeremy Mohanan is 5-0 in our fantasy football league.
Yeah, on a bad draft, according to Yahoo.
Yeah, he's going to ride high right into the playoffs.
Hey,
and that thing's gonna die out.
I'm riding two things. I took Patrick Mahomes
You're
in the
gonna crash
10th
and burn
round.
like a limo in upstate New York.
I took Patrick.
Ooh, too soon.
I took Patrick Mahomes in the 5th round, or 10th round, and I took John Connors from free agency, and I'm riding them trains till
There
they
you
fall
go.
off the
John
track.
Connor is really a Terminator for your team.
Yeah.
Boo.
You wanna
Let me
bore
hit the
yourself
button.
to death?
Boo.
Yeah,
You want to bore yourself to death? You can listen to the NPR episode, interview on limo regulations that I listened to today. I was like, ugh, this is a thing I didn't know I needed to know.
Yeah.
There is none.
Wait,
Spoiler
wait.
alert.
I'm just going to break down what he just said. If you want to bore yourself to death, listen to this. This is a thing I didn't know I needed to know, which would contradict being bored to death.
Well, as soon as he said
I
NPR,
did wanna know.
everybody just
yeah, he said NPR. People
You
hit
brought up
stop.
the- you
Even
brought up the
liberals
upstate-
said stop.
You brought up the upstate New York thing, and I'm like, oh, they had a whole thing on this on NPR today, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Turns out limos not that safe.
Hey, and you know what else? You know what? Let's hope other people are safe. Another hurricane hit the United States.
Yeah, Category 5.
Hurricane
it hit 4.
Michael?
It only got to 4.
Yeah, Hurricane
Yeah.
Michael, something that happened to a lot of Irish families in the 1930s when Dad came home drunk.
God bless. Hey, you know what? That's an abnormal amount of very severe hurricanes to hit us, and we also
No,
have
it's not.
And
We had like 4 in a row last year.
severe hurricanes. This is, they said, the worst severity stretch of severity of hurricanes. And if you be quiet, let me
Since
make my
last
point.
year.
So make my point. And it's also the most devastating hurricane to hit the Panhandle. Also, we haven't had snow through here in 3 years, but you know what? Climate change isn't real.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you know?
Hey, we got 12 years, people, according to the United Nations scientists. 12 years to do something right. Otherwise,
I
the
heard
world's
about
going to
that.
fucking end.
Not in 12 years, but it'll be irreversible.
It's irreversible after 12 years.
Yep,
Well,
I hear about
we're just
that.
waiting for the super volcano to go off.
Hey,
and then
by the
we're all
way,
dead.
in 13 years, Missouri's about to be beachfront property, so
Yeah,
just hold on to your houses,
property
folks.
right there.
buy some now.
So I think we're done on that note. We went a little long, but we're entitled because we technically are about 2.5 hours short over the past 2 weeks. So
You're welcome.
Missy is not here, but Bender is, and he can tell you too. No,
Hold on to your
I went
butts
the wrong
and
direction. My
bye.
fault. My wrong fault. My fault.
Nope, we got to go with it now. I can't reverse it.
All right. Well, we'll finish on. Please get a win.
Hey, to our friends Steve and Ian, I can't wait to come back on your show. Selfish plug there for myself and shameless. And hey, let's go blue!
Big plug for them too. So I don't think you were selfish at all. I think you did a good job.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.